Heidi, welcome. This is Heidi Shelstead, and she's our team administrator for the Carolina Coastal Group of Northrop Realty. And just excited to have you here and just kind of let the world know a little bit more about you, a little about your background and who you are. So what made you decide to make the move into the real estate realm?
That's a good question. Well, I have worked for a real estate attorney for a number of years, and I really liked it, but I needed a change.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed real estate. I still wanted to stay kind of in that field, and I wanted to stay local if I could, and luckily I ran into you, and this is, such a unique office with the whole collaboration and the sense of a real team. I wanted to be a part of that, and I was really excited to be able to join, and I just love it. I'm happy here.
Yeah, well, we're excited to have you, and you're a huge support and a huge pillar of the whole team's success already. And so what drew you to the coastal area and made you decide to call that home?
Well, I grew up in San Diego, and we were on the beach, and I just loved the coastal living. And when we left San Diego, I was heartbroken. I was in high school, and it took me a while to get back to the coast, but I came to the Wilmington area a few times with a friend of mine and just fell in love with the area. The little beach communities here reminded me of the small beach communities that I was familiar with growing up in San Diego, and so Oak Island just felt like home to me. It was kind of a nostalgic feel, and I love it here. I like the small town. I like mom and pop. It's not very commercial or crowded. It's still very pristine, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
I like it. It's untouched by the outside world still, at least for the time being. But yeah, I love it here. It's safe. It's quiet. It's friendly. You're at the beach. It's just beautiful. So,
exactly. Yeah, we go out the front door of the office, and we can see the ocean right down at the end of the street. So
I have a 2-minute commute.
That's wonderful. That's even better, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. So what would you say is something from your previous career that you've unexpectedly found valuable so far in real estate? And I know you've had other careers, so it doesn't have to be directly, but I mean just anything that you've used from the past. So yeah.
Well, I have been in public service my whole life. I was high school English teacher. I worked in the beauty industry. I worked in spas and hair salons, real estate attorney's office. I think working with people, and everybody has a different skill set and a different personality, and just trying to be able to help and assist where there might be a need is great. I like to help people. I like working with people. Certainly the real estate legal training that I had has been helpful, looking up deeds, looking for easements, checking different aspects of a property for the agents. I enjoy doing that. I can do it quickly, and it seems to be a big help to them. So,
well, absolutely. And it's one of the things, like I say, it's bringing a lot of support to our agents who are trying to give the best service to the client. And one of the things that they all mention is the teamwork and the team support and collaboration. And so being able to really have that background help that not everybody's seeing is getting done from the outside world, but knowing that we have many cogs in the wheel to make it turn, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And you're just, like I said, a big part of that, and that's awesome. So outside of work, though, how do you like to spend your time in our beautiful coastal environment?
I live on Oak Island, and the people on my street I consider my tribe.
Yeah.
We look out for each other. We get together. We did a surprise 65th birthday party for one of my neighbors.
Okay.
We had over 30 people there.
Wow, yeah.
She never even knew. And that was a lot of fun. We loved it. Everybody's like, oh, we have to do this again. So we will. Yeah. I like to just hang out at home with my dogs. I'll go sit out on my deck, and it's kind of a gathering place for my part of the street. I have a couple friends on the street and in the area. We'll go have a beach day and just go hang out for a few hours on the beach, just listening to the waves and people watching and bird watching and all of that. And I also like to garden. My grandmother was a fabulous gardener in Southern California, and I put in a butterfly garden last year, and just watching nature from my front porch is very relaxing for me.
Yeah, no, that is awesome. What's the most valuable piece of advice you've received, either in life or business or any of the work you've done? So, like some life advice or whatever.
Wow. I would say From my grandparents, I learned to help others in the community because there's always somebody less fortunate. And from my parents, I learned that it's okay to make mistakes. You don't know until you try. And so, give it a shot and see what happens. And if you make a mistake, then you learn from it and you try again. So those are probably the best pieces of advice.
Yeah.
That, and for my dogs, just live in the moment and just enjoy every day.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So could you share a fun fact about the coast or our local community that maybe some people may not know?
A fun fact.
Yeah.
Well, Oak Island is very special and very unique. I've never lived anywhere where one of the community events, it's a fundraiser, is the Witches Broomstick Bicycle Ride.
Right.
And in fact, some of my friends are going to participate in that this year. And I think that's great. We do a lot of community, like we did the CPR class for community service and support. The rec center is always doing things for families and children and the seniors. And I think Oak Island has a lot to offer for everybody who lives here, whether you're retired or a young family or just a regular person like myself. There's arts and crafts. There's the beautification community. We've got the first night out coming up that we can mix and mingle with our first responders. I mean, they're crucial. And living on the coast, there's always the danger of a child getting caught in a rip current or stepping on a jellyfish, things like that. So I think it's important that we get out and just support one another because your neighbors are the ones who are coming to your rescue, and having the restaurants and the businesses that when you have family coming to visit, you can take them out to eat or to shop or just hang out on the beach or whatever. Yeah. So I just like the interconnectedness.
Right.
And the community spirit that we have here.
Yeah, well, I mean, that definitely hits one of the core values of our team is community oriented, and you definitely are. I just hope that this allowed people to get to know you a little bit better. Not all the clients come in contact with you necessarily, but it's good to know that you're back there making the wheels run behind the scenes. And just want to make sure that, a lot of our followers can know who you are, Heidi. So thanks for being a part of the team, and thanks for talking with me today.
Thank you.
Appreciate
My
you.
pleasure.
Absolutely.
Thanks.